Here's the knock I cut into the siyah of the bow. So here's the bow right now. I'm going to string it up for you guys. Now the string I'm using right now is just a piece of paracord. I've got a nice large loop here, which allows the string bridge, not the string bridge, but the siyah to actually sit inside the entire loop. Same thing with this side. Now overall this is really good. It's got a nice balance. It's got a positive tiller, meaning this side is bending a little bit more. Here it is. If you wanted to, you could reflex these tips just a little bit more. And what would happen is that if you put a recurve in this, the loop would come up over the end, and then the base of the loop would sit against the base of the siyah here. This is how this type of loop works. But I like the way this came out, so I'm just going to keep it as is. It's a nice little bow, so I'm just going to go ahead, finish this up, and then we'll shoot this a little bit. So here it is. Alright, so here's the bow we're working on. I'm just going to be shooting it for you guys a little bit. So here we go. Alright, so the bow's all finished up. I just went ahead and painted it. I did something very similar to what I did for the snaky center shot recurve bow. So I've got a link in the description. You can see how I spray painted that. So it's done pretty much the same way. Except what I did is that instead of using a different color base coat and a different color top coat, I used the same base coat and the same top coat. And then these stripes were done by taking some masking tape and just masking off the areas that don't have any paint on it, any other color paint, sprayed over that. And then to get these little blue stripes, I went back, covered up a little bit more with the masking tape, sprayed that, and then when everything came off, this is how it all ended up looking. Another thing I did was I applied some masking tape to the wood portion of the siyahs. I actually put masking tape on top and then traced it as nicely as I could with a knife. So that way I have a nice clean separation between the PVC and the wood, and I have this nice color to the PVC. It's not white wood and then white. It's got the actual paint plus the wood. So here it is. It's kind of a neat effect because from a distance, this just looks like one solid green color. But as you come up closer, you can see there's actually that sort of scale pattern to it. What's really nice is if when you're spraying, you keep a consistent angle on it, what will happen is that it'll sort of build up a little ridge. So you can't really see it, but if you feel this bow, it almost feels like there's scales. Because if you run your finger in one direction, it's fairly smooth. Run it in the other, and it feels kind of rough. It's kind of a neat effect. You know, it's something that you can't really tell from a distance, but when you look up close, it's really neat. So here's the paint, just to kind of go over that. And I just painted the belly brown. Thought it would look nice. And then you have the siyahs. That's kind of nice because you can see the figure of the wood coming through here. I just used a clear coat on the maple siyahs. Actually, I clear coated the whole thing, including the maple siyahs. So here it is. As you can see, I actually did one half and then the other. And what I'm going to be doing is, to really finish this off, I'm going to be wrapping the handle. So it's not completely done yet, so I'm not going to shoot it right now, but I will string it up for you guys. Here it is.
Oh my God! Don't my pillow.
Here it is. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wrap the handle, and after that we'll be able to shoot it. So here we go. Alright, here's the bow all finished up. I just went ahead and did a really simple wrap on the handle. This is just some paracord with the guts removed. I've got a little arrow pass here made with the soft side of a piece of Velcro. So here it is. So all there's left to do is shoot it out. So let's go do that.